with noeL and Ethan going up against
Boomie Sandstorm.
Woo, that's a match.
That's a tough one.
That's a match. Hopefully noeL and Ethan have been staying warm because they have got to be going in with everything to go up against the current top 2v2 team, this absolutely dominant force of Boomie and Sandstorm.
But not the most recent winner of a LAN tournament.
Not even the most recent winner of a 1v1 tournament.
That's true.
But it looks like they're having a good time. Which
Yeah.
is, I mean, again, we're going back to the first point that you made at the start of today. Boomie and Sandstorm, if they are having a good time, they are a completely different beast. I also would like to point out that Sandstorm, he's got the ergonomic pad. He's got to make sure that his wrists aren't too strained.
Yeah.
It's the little things. That's some top player ergonomic pads. That's a wild card pad.
When you think about it, when you're playing in multiple games, like people talk about what happens to your hands when you play Smash Brothers, like how that messes up your hands. So you're putting a lot of stress on your hands, and they're coming here to the keyboard, putting a lot of stress on your hands, putting a lot of stress on your wrist. So yeah, like that's a top player mentality right there. Of you got to protect those hands.
Those are money hands. Those
there
are
you go.
the hands of a champion. Yeah, he knows.
It's like John Cena, right? I can talk about this now because he's in the game.
Okay.
But like one of the first big things that John Cena bought, like before he was like the most #1 guy, is he got a tour bus. So that he always had a nice bed to sleep in, so that he could rest comfortably and protect his body. Didn't have to worry about hotels or anything like that. He always had the tour bus with him, so that he could take care of his body. He cooked when he needed to, rather than just eating out all the time. He took care of his body, one of the best of all time to ever do it. Sandstorm, taking care of these hands, one of the best to ever do it.
So incredibly important to take care of yourself. And there you see Daiku going to try to take care of his boys, noeL and Ethan. He's going to be the coach for this team, and he's already got the coaching advice. Maybe this is that kind of warm-up, kind of prep them, get them pumped up, right? He's like, you guys could do this.
I don't even think there's technically a time limit because this isn't mid-set coaching, so this is free time.
This is preset coaching. This is, you can do this. You guys have done this. You've been practicing for moments, getting ready to challenge against Boomie and Sandstorm. You are ready. There you see Botanic. That is a true cameraman's form right there. Getting this shot that you see currently of the current #1 and #2 2v2 players, Sandstorm and Boomie.
We've now seen both sides. Of course, the player cam is still favoring Boomie's side, and that cam favoring Sandstorm's side.
Button checks going to be happening in just a little bit, but likely we'll see this team comp of the Bryn and maybe Hattori coming out from Ethan, and then on the other side will likely be that Zol Rayman coming out from Tempo Storm's Boomie and Wild Cards Sandstorm.
Now they haven't set the colors actually correctly here, because it's Boomie and Sandstorm that are on the field. I'm telling you, they made the mistake then. Or it's just for the button check, and someone hopefully will correct it.
Will come in and be like, you guys got to get on the right colors. I actually think that Boomie and Sandstorm prefer to be on the red team. Like, it's a very random and minor thing, but I think they legitimately like to be on the red team.
I think you're right. And I can't remember why. It's probably some like it's a Boomie reason.
Yeah. Which means it's a very good reason.
Sure. Sure.
Come on, yes and.
Yeah, but I got to tell the truth
to
people.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth. And you see them also putting on the avatar for In Control's Ethan, In Control Nation. And noeL doesn't have an org, although he was one of the most, like, orged players for a while there.
Yeah,
like, back when
he was sponsored, probably. He was, like, one of the first sponsored players and consistently sponsored for the longest time. Yeah, you're right. They do want to be on the red team. And noeL and Ethan probably don't care.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, sure, okay, guys.
Like, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Getting rid of the mouse now, taking it off the screen, making sure they do all these little things for production before somebody runs up on stage, slams the table, and says, hey, you done goofed.
Who knows? Maybe no one will or no one would because we don't have you to do it.
I know.
It's hard for you to do 2 jobs.
It's very difficult, but somebody's got to do it.
You do both of them so well that it's hard to pick which job you should do.
It's a coin flip on which one I have to do at any point in time. Coming into game number 1, Boomie and Sandstorm versus noeL and Ethan. This is in the top 8 of things, so it's just going to get harder for each side. But Boomie and Sandstorm, the favorite of this one, currently the most powerful team in the Brawlhalla world.
And we are continuing to see Boomie going in with the Rayman pick. So continuing what we saw before as Sandstorm goes in with the Zul pick. Pretty even on damage so far, about 30 seconds into the game. We've seen a lot of like really explosive early games where we have multiple deaths within 30 seconds. Ooh, nice. The bottom side from that noeL recovery almost hit Boomie. That would have been a possibly huge spike.
It's going to be the side signature Sandstorm, first one to fall, and it's really noeL who's taking the least damage out of everyone. Ethan ends up falling on the right side. You got to give credit to noeL. He's done such a good job. Like, he's generally a defensive player in 1v1s, but also to bring that into 2v2s is so hard, but he does it so incredibly well.
There's the falling there that he hits on a Boomie, but the side air is going to take that stock away from noeL. Boomie the one surviving. That side air from Ethan sending the wrong direction if he wants to send him to the blast zone.
Dash up there from Sandstorm onto Ethan. Ethan fairly damaged considering he's already onto his second stock. Sandstorm able to catch noeL going up. That's one of the big things about Shipwreck is that it's got that short side walls. We talked a little bit about this earlier, but again, these short side walls means that it's very hard to recover into it as you might slip over. Boomie catches the neutral signature onto noeL as the follow-up off of Sandstorm.
Now, since we're talking about Boomie's signatures and talking about that tiny sidewall, I am so worried about gravity cancel down signature from Boomie's axe.
Yes, it's going to be a very real threat.
I'm surprised we haven't seen it yet. Or even just when he's in the favorable position on the main platform and someone's recovering back to the stage, we haven't seen it either.
Almost had the opportunity against noeL, but noeL was recovering. This time he's got an axe in hand.
That was a nice nair from Boomie, just giving Sandstorm that extra little boost to send him through the members of the blue team very quickly, but not necessarily very far.
There's very specific moves that are going to be able to work out like that, right? Like Axe Nair, because it's a setup move in the air, very useful for that. You'll see that also with like Orb Nair, very useful, kind of helping out, set up your teammate, getting back up onto the wall. Neutral Light connects. Boomie tries to get that follow-up. Oh, that weapon toss actually interrupting what Boomie was trying to do to Ethan.
Yeah, he hit the side light nair, but wasn't able to follow up further after that because of that weapon toss. But he does get the side signature to take out noeL and the ground pound to take out Ethan in one quick fell swoop. noeL is all of a sudden in this 1v2.
Ground pound. Sandstorm reads the outside movement, so noeL was able to make it back to the wall. Goes for the down signature, but that's a gravity cancel, so he's got no dodges for so long, but he gets a side air.
Nice turnaround. We'll see how quickly, if at all, Sandstorm's able to turn this into a kill onto noeL, or if it's going to be Boomie in the driver's seat because he's fresh on this final stock compared to Sandstorm's latter stages of orange.
noeL really trying to utilize the entire horizontal space that he's got to work with. Side stick connects onto Boomie. Not taking any damage so far. That's the first tick of damage. The side air to follow up. Now noeL is in trouble, but he gets to the wall only for a moment. The side air. Ground pound connects. First game going the way of Boomie and Sandstorm. Here comes the coach immediately. Oh, he's got the phone. He's got the notes and everything. Notes app. That's a twit longer of educational information coming out from Daiku. He's very animated with the way that he says.
Yeah.
You can see him like bobbing up and down as he says it as well.
Look at that. That's two zoomers right there. Of course,
oh,
on their phones.
He's got to take a picture. What is going to be the caption for the tweet from Boomie? I want to find out. Now, I'm curious, is the minute of time that Daiku has cumulative,
yes,
or is it every single time?
I think it's
so for the whole set.
Cumulative.
So that was a pretty long coaching session just after game one. Might have eaten into his time for any future coaching advice that he's got.
Maybe Daiku just noticed enough that, like, okay, I'm going to get it all out on the table right now and do with it what you please. But we just got word that he has 15 seconds left. That's not a lot of time.
Yeah, that's definitely not a lot of time to work with, but hopefully he can shorten it down to one word or two. Maybe he'll have just like a jump. It's coming. Jump better. Okay.
Now we are seeing the character swap from Ethan over onto the Val. We have seen him play Val in the past. I don't know what his normal setup is. I think he does the Addy setup.
Okay.
Where he plays Dragon Slayer Val, but here he's using Nutcracker Val, which is the second best one.
I'm definitely a fan of the Nutcracker
Very close
Val.
to the first. Hard Suit being the first, of course. Back-to-back side lights from noeL.
Yeah.
He's not able to confirm it into a D-Light side air.
First time in a while we haven't been on Shipwreck. This is Apocalypse, a very small map. Again, small walls, but also a small main stage this time, kind of made up for by the fact that there's this soft platform moving around above it.
But you don't have the soft platform like Mammoth to even extend that small stage, so it's made even smaller because of that.
Gristock again going to be taken off of Sandstorm, but this is just looking like a repeat of game number 1. Ethan can't get the wall touch. noeL with the recovery. It's up.
Ooh!
Nares.
Oh!
Nares again. He got the wall touch. The chase dodge helping him out. Charged up. Punished with the weapon toss.
In order for Boomie to get back up, he basically had to put himself in position where noeL could get that chase dodge.
Oh no, Ethan going to fall again on the left side.
This is not good.
Sideline there coming out from noeL. Nice target swap.
While standing in the middle of this page, so many axe noises coming out.
I mean, there's 3 axes on the field, now down to 2 as noeL gets taken out. But Ethan has to be careful here. He cannot afford to fall, and he does to the down sig of Boomie. noeL, 2 stocks to the 4 of the red team. Can he do this? He's going to hug this wall for as long as possible.
Man, it's 2 stocks to 4. Which means, man, Ethan went down so early. Not even just compared to the red team, but compared to his own teammate.
He got bullied.
Yeah, he was just taken out so quick. Things like that neutral light literally mean nothing, even though he's hitting his own teammate. Like, that's everything.
As long as they're hitting noeL,
team damage.
every
matter.
single trade is in their favor. Oh, a little bit of team damage. Almost took out Boomie, but fortunately has enough movement to make it back to the stage.
There's the side air going to bounce off the wall, take some of that momentum away. If it was the other direction, definitely would have killed that down air.
He touched the wall.
noeL's going to go under. Not enough
movement.
in-air movement to get back.
1 stock left to the 4 of the red team. Boomie just dancing in position, and noeL chooses Sandstorm. Down sig connects. 2 stocks to the 1 of noeL. Uh-oh.
Boomie started that dare just a little bit too close to Sandstorm, so that's when you saw him backing up. He threw at that neutral light. Wasn't able to find anything off of that. What did they change about D-Sig? Did they change Gauntlet D-Sig on Rayman?
Oh,
you can
I think
steer
you
it
can charge it longer.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you can charge it longer so you can steer it more. Cool.
Ooh. Boomie a little bit early spot dodge from noeL, but still, this is nigh insurmountable for noeL. Down air will do it, and we're going to game number 3.
Ooh. That Val pick from Ethan, only putting out 197 damage that game. He was just completely negated.
Boomie real relaxing right now. He's sliding deep in that chair. He's ready to go back into bed.
Yeah, spirits are definitely high
They're chilling.
here for Boomie and Sandstorm.
He's like, why aren't we in our DX racers that I can just pull a handle on the side and
we didn't get to see
leave?
what it is. The camera's behind you, Sandstorm.
What is it?
Is it Gok?
It's kind of a sad pebble from the look of it.
Yeah, that's Mike.
No, it's
That's not the same one that. Yeah, it is. It's like a messed up mic.
Okay, I was like, that does not look like a normal Mike Wazowski.
Wasn't Boomie just showing a picture of Mike Wazowski for a while? I think he was.
I don't know. He likes to show that
It
turtle
wasn't.
for
It
a
wasn't.
while.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the turtle.
Is he going to play game 3 in this position? I guess so. But noeL and Ethan, they're talking it out. They're strategizing.
Yeah, he's telling. You might have heard him yell across to ban for noeL and Ethan.
He's like, let's go. I'm done. Let's get this over with because I got a winners finals to sit in.
The winner of this set moves on into winners finals. Guaranteed top 3.
Yo, the swap. That's a Sidra coming out from Ethan. And Ethan, he's just not feeling comfortable with his picks. You see him kind of throwing darts at the board, trying to see what sticks for this team comp.
Now we're seeing Sandstorm focus a lot more on Axe. Like he's been doing that since the initial pickup of Zol. Like obviously in the beginning he played literally 0 Axe. He immediately threw it away.
He played Axe weapon toss.
Yeah, he was even like opting for unarmed over Axe. But now he's playing a lot more Axe, and here in 2s, he's specifically, there we go. That's what I expected to see just a ton of from Boomie. I think he's thrown out like maybe 2, but he's going to fall.
Doesn't matter, worthwhile trade.
Maybe he's got to sit up in his chair a little bit more. You see him readjust.
Sit a little bit more close to that screen. See his character gray out.
But Ethan with this Sidra pick, wanting to put maybe a little bit more focus on the cannon, counter to what Sandstorm is doing with his Zol pick, but still have the carryover of the sword that he was using before.
Oh, Sandstorm gonna fall.
What is happening?
Stock count evened up, but still there's a significant lead for this red team as noeL's gonna be the one to fall. Everybody having trouble today with their jumps here in the winners finals, or the winners
semis.
semifinals. Excuse me.
You can hear
the
crowd mic picking up Sandstorm as he says, "Oh no." Ooh, Ethan on final stock, noeL on final stock. Sandstorm maybe halfway through his second, but on a higher defense character.
Boomie relatively damaged, but still not even close to getting taken out. This is trouble as Sandstorm gets the big cannon string on the left side with a follow-up weapon toss from Boomie. Ethan is done for. noeL tries to help him. And
I think
noeL
Sandstorm just saved him with that with getting hit. But noeL is in the 1v2 against a very fresh Sandstorm and Boomie.
He's going to try his heart out here for that game number 4 if he can win this one.
Yeah, this might be the 3-0 here for Boomie and Sandstorm. He's hitting these axe hits. Ooh. Now the damage is coming out. noeL very close to the red. That's going to get him in red. Ooh. Team damage.
It's not going to do
Oh,
much.
he's going so deep
oh!
with it. Scoop!
Sandstorm tried to punish with a gravity cancel neutral signature. You heard the help call, and noeL's going to punish. Boomie still gets the stock, though. The side air does it. And noeL and Ethan are now going to be going down into the loser's bracket.
Boomie got up from that chair very quickly. I'm sure he's happy to not only win this, not only to move on into winners finals, but to win over Ethan, who beat him yesterday in singles.
Yeah, that's going to be a nice little, what's the word I'm looking for? Feels good. It's not a word, but you know what I'm trying to talk about.
Feels good.
It's going to be a nice, like, it makes you feel good kind
Yeah?
of thing that happens to just feel like, yes, I actually could have done it.
Okay.
Either way, Cody Travis
Thanks,
really
Cody.
likes your hat.
Thanks, bud. It's new.